So do you find that you're tired all the time? You wish you had more energy, but you wake up and you wish you could just go back to sleep. You're just not feeling 100%. Or maybe you have tons and tons of coffee. You are constantly going from one caffeine stimulant to another, and it's really not making a difference. You just kind of feel crappy at the end of the day. So I'm here to share with you how you can go from feeling tired and exhausted to having more energy and feeling so much better about yourself. So a number of years ago, I was in this exact same scenario where I was tired all the time. I had lots of tea, lots of coffee, and I was just, kind of bombing through my day. And at the end of the day, I would crash, but I would stay up really late as well because I was really not taking care of myself. So I made 3 changes, and I'm going to share those 3 things with you guys today because I think these are really, really simple things that you can do, and it will make a huge difference with your energy level. So the first thing that I changed in myself, and again, this is years ago, is I started exercising regularly. And since then, I am a personal trainer. I work with seniors. I own the company AIM Fitness. And I help seniors and older adults learn how to have more energy in their life. So that's where all of these tips are coming from. I've used them personally, but I use them as well with my clients. So the change number 1 that I made was regular exercise. And it was not an hour at a time, but it started really, really small. I started just by doing 2 or 3 exercises, maybe starting my day with some stretches. But I started it first thing in the morning. So my tip for you guys, if you're wanting to know how can I start exercising more regularly in the morning, is I started doing something really sneaky. I started to trick my brain into feeling like this was the best idea in the world to exercise first thing. So I took my running shoes and I would put them right beside my bed, and I would go to sleep knowing that the next day I'm going to exercise. I'm going to put these shoes on my feet and I'm going to start. So whether it's a walk outside, whether it's some stretches, I had that visual reminder that, okay, my shoes are there, and I made the decision the night before. So that's one tip I did. I also know that if we have all of our fitness equipment hidden, we are not very likely to exercise. So I don't know about you, but I love using resistance bands. And if you watch my exercise videos on my YouTube channel, AIM Fitness Online, and if you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love using the bands because you get a really good workout. You get some really good strengthening, but you can also throw them in your bag if you travel, and you can really keep them really right beside you on your couch or on your favorite chair. So that's another tweak I made. I started leaving my fitness equipment out where I could see it. So, the other day I was talking to a friend and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a little workout while I talk to my friend. So I do that all the time. So I would recommend, if you want to start exercising and just make it a lot easier, is find your favorite equipment that you like to use and just keep it in plain sight. So that's tip number 1. I made changes to my exercise, and that directly affected my energy level. The second thing that I changed is I started to drink more water. And one really cool study that I found, which I had no idea that it was out there, is it was saying, oh, I got a question here, where can I get bands? So Joan, thanks for the question. So you can order them definitely like on Amazon if you want to get them online. Soon I'm going to have my own branded bands, which I'm very excited about. But until then, you can go to any sporting store as well. So yeah, any local store. Usually you buy them from in a 3-pack. But these ones are actually from a physiotherapist. So you can go to a physiotherapy clinic and ask for them as well. It's a great question. So what was I saying there? Yeah, so drinking more water. So I started to research, why do we need more water? And I found that in order for our body to function, in order for my brain to be functioning better, my body to be functioning, and in order for everything internally to work so much better, I just had to drink more water. And I found one study in particular that was very, very interesting because it was talking about how a lot of people find that they're very tired about midday and just after lunch, so around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And the reason for that is, a few different reasons. Our body is digesting our lunch, so that's one reason. But another reason you're more tired in the afternoon is you may be dehydrated. And when I read that, I thought, oh my goodness, how many glasses of water am I actually drinking every day or up to this point? And it was very minimal. At this stage of my life, I was having coffee in the morning, and then I'd go to a tea and then maybe another coffee, but I was really not having much water. So when I learned this really interesting fact, I said, you know what? Okay, that's it. I really want to commit to drinking more water. So I've got 2 tips for you guys on drinking more water. This is a very recent one. I'll give credit to a good friend of mine. So this is a huge bottle. You can see compared to me, right? It's 2 liters. And my friend had a really good suggestion. She said, you know what? I drink so much water, so much more water when I fill my entire bottle up. And then I work on drinking that full 2 liters during the day. Versus having something maybe a little bit smaller and having to refill it a few times. Isn't that interesting? And again, it's our mind. We really have to trick ourselves because we're very smart, but we can also trick ourselves into doing something we don't necessarily want to do. So that's how it is with water. So my friend said, you know what, I'm buying another water bottle. Do you want me to order you one? And I said, you know what? Sure, let's give it a go. I'm going to be honest, I was very doubtful. I thought, I've got so many little water bottles. I just need to commit to drinking more water. Anyways, I get this water bottle a few weeks ago. This is very recent. And I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. So I filled up that water the first day. And the first day, I didn't drink it all, but I was pretty motivated. When I got about to here, I was like, oh, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And what I like about this technique too is I don't drink directly from the water bottle. It's pretty heavy when it's full of water, but I put it into another smaller glass. So I'm basically filling up like a small glass and drinking from the glass all day. And I'm seeing that amount of water go down. And you know what? It really, really works. I have found that this has been super motivating for me. I've since then shared this with other people and they've commented that this works as well. So give it a go. You might have a larger container that you maybe usually make you put your juice in, but I encourage you to try it out. Okay, thanks, Joan. Yeah, give it a go. Let me know what you think. So that's my second tip, is drinking more water. My second idea as well is to get like a fun glass. So if you're saying, you know what, this other container is a little bit too big, get something fun. So my sister works at Starbucks and she has these, so I'm really promoting Starbucks here, but she has these really cool containers and they actually change color. So my hands aren't warm enough, but there's a contrast and it changes color as you have hot versus cold. So that's kind of fun. Or what else you could do? You could add some fruit and infuse your water with fruit. And I really love that as well. So make it fun, make drinking water simple. All right, my last and third tip for more energy is finding a multivitamin that works for you. So, back to my story of when I was feeling no energy. I was, like I said, having lots of coffee, finding other ways to boost my energy, but at some point I knew, I was like, you know what, I know I'm eating really healthy, I'm doing my best, but I know I'm also having lots of sugar because when I'm tired, I go to the sugar because I feel like that can boost my energy. But I started to learn about sugar and saw that that's a temporary high. You have that crash after you have the sugar. So what I decided was, I said, I'm going to do some research and I'm going to find a multivitamin that is good and that will actually work and help me feel energized. So just around that time, I met somebody at a women's trade show and she had some vitamins and I went right up to her table and I said, okay, we've got to talk because it looks like these are natural vitamins and I'm really looking for something because what I'm doing right now is not working. So yes, we had a really great chat and what I learned about her vitamins is that they are all natural, but they're also backed by science. So they have a team of scientists who are doing, making sure that this technology is working so that the vitamins and all of the good nutrients goes exactly where it should in your body. Because what I also learned is that a lot of vitamins are not that good. You just pee them out and they are not formatted in the way to actually be absorbed by your body. So anyways, when I found this out about these specific vitamins, I was like, you know what? I'm open to change. I am open to trying something new. And I said, okay, that's it. Let's give it a go. I'm going to commit to a month and we'll see what happens. So I tried them for a month, and no joke, after a week and a half, I noticed I had more energy. One of the biggest things I noticed was, so this was a number of years ago when I was teaching about 6 to 8 classes and clients per day. So I was busy, I was on the go. And what I noticed is in the past, I would be teaching, working with a lot of clients, and then I'd come home at the end of the day, I would crash. I would lie on my bed, I would be done. I didn't really want to see anybody else. I was all like peopled out. My body was physically tired, my mind was done. And after a week and a half of taking these vitamins, I was getting home and I was like, okay, what's next? And I would go for runs. I'd call up friends, hey, let's go, let's, go out tonight. And I just had all of this energy that I hadn't experienced in a really long time. So I was like, no, okay, this is just the day. This is just, it's not actually the vitamins. So I totally questioned it. I really didn't think it was that at all. And anyways, I kept going. I was like, I'm committing to the month and I'm going to see. My energy kept going up. I had more energy to do other things and tackle other projects. And I just felt really, really good, really open-minded, and yeah, just feeling awesome. So anyways, I was like, okay, I'm going to give another go. I'm going to do these vitamins again for another month. So anyways, it has now been, if you add up all those months, it's been about 4 years now that I've been taking these vitamins. And now I notice if I miss a day, I don't feel as energized. So it's really interesting how our bodies do crave nutrients and vitamins that we're not necessarily getting from our food, even if we're eating really healthy. We'll do our best, but we're just missing a lot in our diet these days. And that's just because of the way our food is processed. That's our food choices. And and that's just what happens. Joan, what's the name of the vitamins? So the name of the vitamins, the brand is called Stickl. So they have been around for eons. Funny story is my grandma, she's now passed away now, but she would have been in her late 80s right now. And when she was raising my dad, she gave these vitamins to my dad. So they've been around for a really long time, and they're the #1 natural nutrition company in the States. And they've got a really good name. So they're called Stickl, and I wanted to show you the ones that I'm taking because it's good to see the visual. So these are the vitamins here, and what I love is that you just take 1 pack per day. So it gives you all of the essential nutrients that you need. So we'll start here. So this is your omega-3 fatty acids. So we need this for our heart health. This is good for our brain as well. The next 2, these are the multivitamins, and you can get, by the way, you can get these packs specifically for adults 50 plus. You can get ones, this one is for women, so the multivitamins have iron in them, and that was a huge thing for me because my iron was a little bit low. And then next we have the vitamin B and vitamin C. So this is what helps to keep you healthy, helps you fight against getting sick, any common colds, the flu. It boosts your immune system. And then vitamin Bs are really good for your hair, for your nails, and your skin. And those are I didn't mention that, but I also started to notice after a few months, all of that started to change. I noticed a big improvement in my skin, my complexion. And then finally, the last one is called the little pearl. And this one is the probiotic. And this is for our digestion and our gut. So it really helps if you're wanting to digest your food better, if you are struggling with constipation, if you are, if you have any dietary issues as well. So personally, I'm lactose intolerant, and I found since taking the pack regularly, my symptoms aren't as bad, and I'm able to have cheese occasionally, whereas I used to not be able to at all. So so this is great for our gut, and a lot of studies show that our gut and our brain are so connected. And I'll do another video on that because I think that's really important. So if you are interested in more information, I'll drop my link in the comment section below because I do have a website. I've since starting to take them, I'm now a rep for the company because I love the product so much and they've made such a difference for myself. And I know that there's a lot of people looking for good quality things, but they just have a hard time finding it. So yes, I'll share that below as well. So in summary, those are my 3 tips for more energy that have really made a big difference for myself. And you know, I'm not perfect. There's many days that I don't work out, you know, I'm too busy or whatever, or I don't have as much water as I want, or you know, days that I forget to take my vitamins. But I would say on the whole, since I've made those changes, I have felt so much more energy. I just have a more positive outlook on the world as well. And now I'm just excited to share my exercise videos and then education videos like this with those who are my followers. So I wanted to let you guys know about those 3 tips today. And if you have any questions, if you need any help in, you know, how to get motivated, how to get started, then I'll also leave a few videos down below so that you can check them out as well. Because I find if you just start with a 5-minute exercise video, it really makes a big difference. All right, well, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and all the best to you as you build up your health and energy.